Greetings, 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 greetings. Well, go on, man. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? This is your brother Chief. What's good? Here we go with another live, another video. This one again is not going to be a long, drawn out video. Um, just gonna drop a couple of facts. Once again, videos are strictly for knowledge purposes. Don't believe anything that I say. Do your own due diligence, do your own research, but I'm just going to give it to you as it is, and you do what you want with the information. So, we're going to talk a little bit about Virginia and Maryland and the symbolism, what it all means, where did it start, where did it come from, so you know exactly where you are and what we are doing. Okay? So, you know what? I should have added the United States too, but anyway, we'll get into that another time. So, first things first. Why is Maryland and Virginia significant? If you realize here on the northern part of the Americas, which is deemed or called or coined North America, the colonizers did not gain full control until the company Virginia was created. Why is that? Okay, why is that? Well, when we look at the word or the name Virginia, it reminds us of a virgin. Virginia is the virgin. Virginia is the virgin. All right, so once again, I'm just giving you the symbolism of all of this. Okay, all of this. Okay, then we have to go back to Maryland. Now, when we go back to Maryland or Mary, we are dealing with Queen Henrietta Maria. That was the name or the queen that Maryland was named after. However, Virginia was named after Queen Elizabeth, the Virgin Queen of England. Okay? The Virgin Queen of England. It was a dedication to her. Why is all of this significant? Because once again, everything is biblical. Okay? They created the Bible as a tool of enslavement to enslave people of the world. People don't realize that. All right? So let us dive a little deeper. I'm going to share my screen and I'll explain to you why is all of this significant. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen. Boom, share the screen. And also, why is it important to know all of this? I'll explain that. Here we are. All righty. So, Elizabeth, the Virgin Queen of England, it was named by Sir Walter Raleigh for Elizabeth, the Virgin Queen of England. I'm going to repeat that. Okay. See, the Virgin Queen of England. I'm going to repeat that. Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen of England. Okay. So as you could see, we have Queen Elizabeth, the Virgin Queen of England. Virginia was named after her. So therefore, when it was established, okay, Elizabeth I, she was the Queen of England and Ireland, all right, and she ruled from the 1533 to 1603 until her death in 1601, all right. So it was a gift in honor of her to name Virginia after her. All right. But before that, in England, we had the Mary, the Queen. She came before the Virgin Queen. Again, all of this is symbolic. Now, in the Bible, what did Mary have? Mary had the Son. The Son, again, named Jesus, the so-called Savior. Jesus, allegory. Okay, it's all allegory. Okay, so Mary is allegory. The Virgin is allegorically speaking, and the virgin had to give a son, give birth to a son that would be to be the savior of the world. How does this correlate, or what's the symbolism, or how is it coherent to you freeing yourself? I'm going to break that down. Okay, so now that you know Virginia was named after Queen Elizabeth I, all right, the Virgin Queen of England, all right, boom, we're going to stop sharing. What are we going to do now? We are going to go into Maryland. All right, here we are. Let's share this. Give me a second. And you'll see that even if Virginia was established kind of before Maryland in the Americas, however, Mary or Maryland came before in England before Queen Elizabeth I, which is the Virgin Queen. All right, so here we are. Queen Henrietta Maria, all right, Maryland was named after her. Okay, was named after her. So now you have Mary, and Mary was a virgin. And the goal was to the children that she bore would be sort of like the sons and daughters of Mary. That's why Virginia was established as the first company, the first colony to enslave the people, because they were giving birth to a new generation. It is all symbolic. They were giving birth to sons and daughters of Mary, the Virgin Queen. Okay? Why is all this important? This is important because when you are correcting your status, guess where you have to send and authenticate your birth certificate on the federal level? In Virginia, to become a son or a daughter of the Virgin Queen once more. Now, I'm not going to make this video too long. I'm just giving you the symbolism of all of this. All of this. So to literally go back to getting your inheritance, to freeing yourself, to becoming a man or a woman once more and not a slave, eventually you have to authenticate your birth certificate on the federal level. And guess where the department is, or the office is? It's in Virginia. Now, isn't that a little bit strange, or is it coincidence? Slavery was established in Virginia, and then you have to free yourself in Virginia through your what? Your birth certificate. What did Mary give birth to? Mary gave birth to a son. Here goes the word birth in birth certificate. What was her name? Mary. She was a what? A virgin. Mary was named after the queen. Maryland was named after the queen. Virginia was named after the queen. So now you have the Virgin Queen Mary, okay? Boom. Enslaved the people in Virginia, because why? Jesus was born in a manger. What does the manger represent? It represents slavery, being born on the lower status. And then he had to end up freeing himself to become the Christ. So he had to deny the name Jesus, the all capital letters, and become the Christ. So you were enslaved through the Virgin Mary, and you have to free yourself through the Virgin once more. It is all symbolic, man. So I just wanted to, this is not going to be a long video. This is very short, straight to the point. It's not complicated. It's not technical. Just giving you the information. You do what you want with it. Okay? Until you go back through the Virgin in this corporation, this corpse, the United States, you cannot free yourself. You have to authenticate your birth. And that's done in Virginia, ultimately. All right. Now, based on the, let me show you real quick. because like I said, this is not going to be a long video. Okay. Give me one second. Article, hold up. Article 1, section. All right. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right. Constitution. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me just pull that up real quick. Article 1, I think it's let me just show it to you real quick, because everything is already paid for, like I showed y'all before, right? So let me go into the Constitution and show it to you real quick. Okay. Section 1, full faith and credit clause. Full faith and credit shall be given in each state to the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings of every other state. And Congress may be general law, Basically, it is basically saying that everything is already paid for through the full faith and credit of the United States. It says that in the Constitution. So basically, we're not supposed to be paying for anything. But when you are a slave is a debtor. A debtor cannot own anything. A slave cannot own anything. So therefore, what you have to do is, even if you were enslaved, you came through the virgin as a slave, as in Jesus, the all capital letters, you have to deny the all caps name, as in Peter. Peter denied Jesus 3 times. Okay. When you authenticate your birth certificates, you authenticate 3 copies for the most part, right? So you are denying the all capital letters, and then ultimately you have to send it to Virginia to get it authenticated on the federal level to be backed by the full faith and credit of the United States. In other words, you are being reborn again, taking back control of your life and not being the fictitious entity, and separating church from state, the higher from the lower. And that's what this all means. Okay? It is no coincidence that it is named Virginia. It is no coincidence that it's named Maryland. It is no coincidence. It is no coincidence that they were named after the queens and of England. One was Virginia, and one was Virginia, and one was Mary. And why is the mother of Jesus named Mary? And why was she a virgin? See, people are not making these connections. And how come she gave birth to a son? The key word is birth. How come you have a birth certificate? Key word is birth. Why was the first company created in North America to enslave the Americas was in Virginia? It is no coincidence. And why, when you authenticate your birth certificate, it has to be done in Virginia? It is no coincidence. I'm going to conclude this video. Like I said, this was a shorter one, but just wanted to give you the symbolic meaning of all these things. You may ask yourself, well, Chief, why is this important to me? It's important to you because it should be important to you, because you are the walking dead right now. You are the all capital letters. You are the slave right now. And we are still in the age of the time of the Jubilee, when the trumpet sounded in 2017. Okay. The video I just did before this, I showed you where you were the walking dead. You are the walking dead. But now the new season started, and it's called The Walking Dead, the ones who lived. And once they give you a chance to do what you got to do, correct your situation, then comes the civil war. You will be asked, what kind of American are you? And those that are still dead, meaning that they haven't corrected their situation, they are still the corpse, then they'll be dealt with accordingly. All right. Anyway, this short video is brought to you by my book, Gin Insists to Reevaluation. The link is in the description. Click on it, get your copy, step into the truth, man. Anyway, I'm about to go handle some business for my mom's, because you see, I was on the live early and she called me. But like I said, when mom called, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, where I'm at, I'm gonna pick up that call. All right. So because she's the most important woman, that's alive right now to me. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm gonna go handle some situations for my mom. All is well, just gotta run some errands for her. But I just wanted to do these 3 live videos today because I haven't done videos because of, like I said, the fire that was in my apartment, and it kind of just messed everything up for a minute. But it's okay. I'm good. Thanks for all those who checked up on me. My brothers and sisters, once again, man, stay away from the distractions. It's a lot of distractions happening, and it's a lot more coming. Now it's P. Diddy. It's always going to be a distraction because they want you to stay distracted. It's to their benefit. Okay. It's when I say they, I'm talking about those who run the corporation. Remember, the United States is a corporation. Okay. It's a corporation, and every citizen of the United States is a mini corporation. I've shown you this already, but I'm going to show it to you again for the purpose of this video. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me just pull that up real quick and I will conclude on this video. All right. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Where is that code at? Okay. I've already shown you this before, but like I said, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to show it again once more because I like to show and prove the things I talk about. Here we are, real quick. And take this code down, okay? So you know. The code is Title 15 USC. USC stands for United States Code, and section 4724, subsection E1. Okay? What does it say? The United States business. The term United States business means what? A United States citizen, a corporation, a partnership or other association created under the laws of the United States. Okay? It doesn't say the United States of America. It says United States, and that includes the District of Columbia. Okay? So you are only a citizen of the United States if you are born in the District of Columbia. However, because people were tricked, because the United States, the District of Columbia, DC, was given the jurisdiction over all of the 50 states, supposedly, or 49 states. Okay? So therefore, by default, you are a corporation, a corpse. And what is the first 3 letters, the first 4 letters in corporation? It is corp. What's a corp? A corpse or corpse is a dead entity, the walking dead. So now you have a chance to correct all of that and become a living, which is the new season started. Now it's your season to live. The walking dead, the ones who live. And where do you do all of that to authenticate that? Ultimately, where? In Virginia. The son came through Mary. Mary was a virgin, so you got to go back to the virgin, go back into the virgin to correct yourself. All right? So I'm done with this, man. Y'all enjoy your 24. I can't tell you when I'll do another live because, like I said, still, I'm not supposed to be even back in my apartment because, the city put a sign on the door to vacate, whatever the case is, because of the fire. So again, I'm kind of like, back and forth doing what I got to do. So I want to say that I'm not sure. It says, what if you're from another state? Gen B, if you were born in another state, you are still a United States citizen because of contracts, because they all signed a contract with the United States. So by default, you became a corporation. But In actuality, if you were not born in the District of Columbia, you are not, technically speaking, by default, you are not a United States citizen. But because of jurisdictional purposes, then you are. Because why? They all signed a contract with the mega corporation, which is DC. So therefore, they are all franchises of that corporation. So you are a mini corporation. So we all have to adjust that and separate ourselves from the corporation and become the living. Yes, Alabama is still part of the United States, the corporation, even if it is part of the intercontinental United States of America. Okay. Like I tell people before, I've always told you, you have three different sets of entities. You have the United States, which is only within a 10-mile radius, Washington, D.C. All right. That is the real United States, the corporation. And then you have the intercontinental. You have the intercontinental United States of America. That includes the 49 or the 50 states. All right. And then you have OAS, Organization of American States, which it literally includes all of North America and some of South America. How do you authenticate? Well, once again, like I said, you do that on the state level, and then you do that on the federal level. All right. The federal level is the ultimate level, all right, in Virginia, where your now certificate is backed by the full faith and credit of the United States. And that is the first step in the process. You feel me? What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to do a free class. And what I'm going to do is I'll probably do a free class. I'll do a notice. Like I said, when I'm a little more settled, I'll do a free class on how it all started and the first process in authentication on the state level and the federal level. So I will do a class and break that down for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So just stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. If you're not tapped into the notification to know when I'm doing the live, please go ahead and tap on that. All right. But it's a lot of steps into freeing yourself. And the first step is the authentication. And there's a proper way to do it. All right. So like I said, I will do a notice to let y'all know when I'm going to do a class. I will make sure those who want to be part of that class, you will send me, you'll send me an email. I will make sure you get the link for the class, the day and time. And then I will go into how it all started. All right. And why everyone is a slave, go more in detail on what it all means and what is the first step to freeing yourself in the authentication. All right. So I'll do that. All right. So y'all enjoy the rest of your 24, and we'll be talking soon. Peace, love, and light to all the righteous. We'll talk soon.